over 60, and feel like your glow has vanished? You're not alone. In fact, 85% of women over 60 say they feel invisible, faded, overlooked. But that can change, and in just 90 days. Linda felt the same, tired, dimmed by her own reflection. But now, at 72, she walks into a room and people notice. Not because of Botox, not from creams or collagen powders, but because of 8 small, science-backed habits that reshaped her presence, inside and out. No surgeries, no pills, just simple daily choices that worked. And in this video, I'll walk you through all 8. Habit 5. Most women overlook it, and it's the real facelift nobody talks about. Start now, and your reflection might just surprise you. So, if you're ready to glow again, not like you're 30, but like the strongest version of you, stay with me, because we're not chasing youth. We're mastering grace, and that is ageless. Let's get into it. Habit 1. Drink enough water and understand how the body retains water. Ever wonder why your skin still looks dry, even after 8 glasses of water a day? Linda did too. She drank plenty, but still woke up puffy. Her joints ached. Her face looked dull. She thought it was just aging, until she learned hydration isn't just water. Now, every morning, Linda starts with a warm glass of lemon water and a pinch of sea salt, not for taste, but to send minerals to her cells. Because without electrolytes, your body can't use the water you drink. Harvard Health confirms what many women wish they knew sooner. Minerals like sodium and potassium are critical to cell hydration. Without them, water can't actually enter your cells. Most women think chugging plain water is enough, but without minerals, most of it just passes through. And that mistake, it shows up on your face. But for Linda, the change came fast. In just 2 weeks, her skin got smoother, her eyes stopped burning in the morning, and she started sleeping deeper. Even her daughter said, "Mom, your face looks softer. What did you do?" And here's the twist. She doesn't use collagen powder, no retinol, no Botox, just hydration that works. Midday, she sips bone broth. At night, calming herbal tea. Her hydration isn't rushed. It's intentional, and it shows. She didn't just look better. She felt better, lighter, clearer, more alive. This one habit, quietly, it peeled 5 years off her face. No surgery, no filter, just science. This method is even used by top sports doctors to help athletes recover faster. And it works even better for older adults, because our cells need more help as we age. So tomorrow morning, try it. 1 warm glass, 1 pinch of sea salt, simple, powerful, free. Your joints and your mirror will notice. But hydration is just the beginning. What Linda did next is what truly changed her face and her relationships. Habit 2. Maintain good posture. Posture isn't just physical. It's how your body speaks to your brain and to the world. When you slouch, your brain hears shrink, hide, stay small. But when you stand tall, it hears I matter, I belong here. Linda didn't fix her posture with yoga classes or weekly chiropractor visits. She started small. Just 30 seconds each morning, standing tall in front of the mirror. Here's what she did. Stand barefoot, roll your shoulders back, slightly tuck your chin, breathe deeply, look yourself in the eye, and say, I take up space, and that's okay. And something shifted. In just 30 seconds, she felt taller, stronger, more grounded. Her mood lifted. Her back pain began to fade. And people started treating her differently. Not like someone older, but like someone in charge. Cashiers smiled longer. Waiters stood straighter. At a family reunion, her niece leaned in and whispered, Aunt Linda, you look amazing. Did you have work done? She hadn't. But now, her posture finally matched her presence. And here's the quiet warning. The longer you ignore your posture, the harder it gets to fix. Research from the University of San Francisco shows that standing upright doesn't just ease tension. It also improves mood and reduces stress. Good posture literally changes your brain chemistry. So tomorrow morning, take those 30 seconds. Stand like you mean it. Not stiff, not forced, just strong, open, present. Your spine will thank you. Your confidence will too. And the next habit? It's what gave Linda the energy to glow through the rest of her day without needing more sleep. Habit 3. Get enough sleep and value it. She glows because she sleeps like she means it, but that wasn't always the case. Just a few months ago, Linda was dragging herself through the mornings, already exhausted before the day even began. Coffee didn't help. Afternoon naps only led to restless nights. And slowly, she felt herself slipping, losing focus, losing energy, losing joy. Then she changed one thing, her schedule. 1 hour before bed, Linda powers down, phone on airplane mode, screens off, noise out. She dims the lights, wraps herself in a soft robe, brushes her skin in slow, warm strokes, then sips chamomile tea with a hint of cinnamon. She sits, in silence, or with soft, steady jazz. No apps, no supplements, just rhythm and intention. Her body, once stuck in high alert mode, finally understands. It's safe to rest, and it listens and responds. Stanford researchers found that dimming lights and avoiding screens for at least an hour before bed boosts melatonin by over 50%, dramatically improving deep sleep quality. And here's the wake-up call most people miss. Poor sleep after 65 doesn't just dull your skin. It's linked to memory loss, heart disease, depression, even faster aging. But for Linda, the shift was visible and powerful. Morning puffiness? Gone. Dull skin? Brighter. Her face? Rested, lifted, like she slept in candlelight. But it didn't stop there. Her focus returned. Her energy sharpened. She began waking up, feeling like herself again. Doctors call it sleep hygiene, caring for your sleep the way you care for your skin, with patience, with purpose. Linda calls it something simpler, healing on purpose. Because when she sleeps like she means it, her glow isn't just skin deep, it's in how she moves, how she speaks, how she lives. And it all started the night before. But rest was only part of the transformation. What Linda did the moment she woke up made all the difference. Habit 4. Build confidence through discipline and the ability to face challenges. Her glow didn't come from makeup. It came from momentum. The truth? Linda didn't feel confident when she started. She felt scattered, foggy, like life was happening to her, not with her. But she made one decision: to stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline instead. Each morning, before her phone, before the news, she did one thing she could control. She made her bed. Simple, fast, done. Then she drank her warm lemon water, put on real clothes, even if she had nowhere to go, and walked 1 block, just one, rain or shine. It wasn't about the walk. It was about keeping a promise to herself. And every time she did, she proved something. I can rely on me. Confidence isn't loud. It's not about being bold or fearless. It's quiet, consistent self-trust, earned by showing up, even when it's hard. Stanford behavioral psychologist Dr. B.J. Fogg says, "Small wins create a ripple effect, changing your identity before changing your life." That's exactly what happened for Linda. By the 3rd week, she was doing more than just walking. She signed up for a local ceramics class, something she hadn't tried in decades. She spoke up at a town hall meeting. She even reconnected with her cousin after 10 years of silence. Was it easy? No. Was it perfect? Never. But she showed up anyway. And something shifted. She no longer looked for validation from others, because she'd already earned it from herself. That's what real confidence looks like after 65. Not pretending to be fearless, but facing life, one small challenge at a time, until your strength becomes visible. Linda didn't glow because life got easier. She glowed because she got braver. And tomorrow morning, that first small decision, it could be yours too. Just one promise, one action, then do it again. Because what's next for Linda, and maybe for you, is the habit that helped her stop fading into the background and start standing out without trying. Habit 5. Choose appropriate and sophisticated fashion styles. She didn't dress younger. She dressed sharper. Linda used to think style was for the young. That fashion after 60 meant safe sweaters, long cardigans, and shoes with too much cushion. But one day, while donating old clothes, she caught her own reflection. Baggy jeans, faded hoodie, slouching, and thought, this isn't me. This is me giving up. So she made a quiet shift. Not to look younger, but to feel seen. She started simple. A structured blouse instead of an oversized tee. Soft gold studs instead of plastic clip-ons. A pair of ankle boots with just the right heel. Balanced, grounded, elegant. Suddenly, mirrors weren't the enemy. They were confirmation. Her posture improved. Her stride changed. Even strangers complimented her. You have such presence. Because when you dress like you care, others do too. Fashion isn't shallow. It's language. Before words. It tells the world, I respect myself enough to show up well. And here's what most women miss. You don't need a new wardrobe. You need a new filter. Start asking, does this make me look smaller or stronger? Is this covering me or hiding me? Does this outfit reflect who I am or just who I used to be? Linda chose softness with structure. Warm tones that lifted her face. Fabrics that moved with her, never against her. She didn't follow trends. She found what fit her body now and honored it. And that decision, that's what made people look twice. Because true style, after 60, isn't about youth. It's about clarity, about knowing who you are, and dressing like you believe it. Linda didn't glow because she wore lipstick. She glowed because her wardrobe stopped apologizing for her age. And the next habit? It's what helped her protect that glow, by finally learning how to say no to everything that drained her. Habit 6. Manage stress effectively. Her glow lasted because she stopped giving it away. Linda used to carry it all: the worry about her health, the silence from her son, the endless news cycle that made her chest tighten. She smiled through it, like so many women do. But at night, her jaw clenched, her mind raced, her breath felt shallow. And one morning, while stirring her tea, she whispered, "I'm so tired of feeling tense." That's when she finally asked a different question. Not how do I fix this, but how do I stop letting it follow me? So she made a quiet promise to herself. From now on, she'd protect her peace like it mattered. Because it does. She didn't escape stress. She learned to respond instead of react. Each day, she picked one moment, just 10 minutes. No phone, no TV, just stillness. Sometimes she wrote. Sometimes she walked. Sometimes she cried. And always, she exhaled. She stopped trying to solve everyone else's problems. Stopped reading comments. Stopped saying yes when she meant no. That shift? It changed more than her mind. It changed her face. Her jawline softened. Her eyes stopped darting. Her voice steadied, and people noticed. One friend even said, "You seem lighter, like nothing sticks to you anymore." Because it didn't. And science backs her up. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that chronic stress doesn't just age the brain, it damages the skin. Cortisol, the stress hormone, breaks down collagen and disrupts sleep. Stress doesn't just feel heavy, it shows up in wrinkles, inflammation, even weight gain. But Linda's choice to manage it, that was freedom. She didn't meditate on a mountain. She didn't move to a farm. She just stopped carrying what wasn't hers. And suddenly, her body felt safer. Her face felt softer. Her days felt like hers again. Because when you protect your energy, you protect your glow. And that glow needs fuel. Which brings us to habit 7. The one thing Linda added to her life that quietly changed how she saw herself in every mirror. Habit 7. Keep your mind learning, curious, and positive. Her face looked brighter because her mind lit up first. Linda once believed curiosity had an expiration date, that after 65, her job was to slow down, to stop asking questions, to stay in her lane. But deep down, she missed something. The spark, the sense of wonder, the joy of newness. So one day, she followed it. Not a grand adventure, just a small one. She signed up for a free online course on astronomy. Why? Because she used to stare at stars with her father. And somewhere along the way, she'd stopped looking up. That course? It opened more than her mind. It opened her energy. She started journaling, asking better questions, challenging her own assumptions. She read new authors, tried new recipes, took a different route on her daily walk, just to see something she hadn't noticed before. And every time she did, something unexpected happened. Her face changed. not in a filtered cosmetic way, but in how she held herself. Eyes more alert, smiles that lasted longer. That distant stare? Gone. And here's why. Neuroscientists have found that learning, even later in life, rewires the brain, keeps memory sharp, reduces risk of depression, and yes, adds joy. Joy shows up in the body. It lifts the voice, loosens the shoulders, brightens the skin. But here's the key. Linda didn't just fill time. She filled it with wonder. She didn't force positivity. She practiced it by noticing beauty, by staying curious, by choosing growth over fear. Even when her joints ached, even when the world felt heavy, she still asked, "What can I learn today?" That one question pulled her forward and kept her light on, because the mind, like the body, responds to attention. And when you nourish it, you don't just stay sharp, you stay alive. Tomorrow, try it. Learn one new thing. Ask one better question. Let your brain stretch so your spirit can follow. Because Linda's glow, it wasn't just in her skin. It was in her voice, her words, her eyes. And the final habit? That's what made it all stick. It's the shift that helped her stop needing anyone's approval and start living from a place of deep, quiet power. Habit 8. Separate self-worth from recognition from others. She stopped needing applause because she finally heard her own voice. For years, Linda lived by the reactions of others. The compliments, the silence, the approval, the side glances, they all meant something. Too much, maybe. When no one noticed her new haircut, she questioned it. When fewer people liked her holiday photos, she wondered, am I fading? But one afternoon, sitting alone with a cup of mint tea, she realized something. She hadn't asked herself what she thought in weeks. So she did. And what came back was quiet, but honest. I'm still here. I still matter, even if no one claps. That moment didn't need witnesses. It needed truth. And Linda gave it to herself. She stopped dressing for compliments, started dressing for confidence, stopped saying yes to stay liked, started saying yes to stay honest. And little by little, something profound happened. She became unshakable. Because when you stop tying your worth to other people's approval, you stop shrinking. You stop second-guessing. You stop apologizing for taking up space. Psychologists call it intrinsic self-worth. It's when your value comes from who you are, not how others react to you. And that's where Linda's glow became permanent. Because the compliments, they still came. But they weren't the fuel anymore. They were just reflections of a light that already lived inside her. This final habit didn't lift wrinkles. It lifted weight. From her chest, her shoulders, her spirit. She didn't walk into rooms hoping to be liked. She walked in knowing she belonged. And now, every step she takes isn't about being seen. It's about being solid. Because Linda didn't chase youth. She claimed something better. Grace, presence, power, and you can too. If Linda's story sparked something in you, a memory, a possibility, a quiet, maybe I could too, then you're ready. These 8 habits aren't magic. They're daily decisions. Simple, quiet, powerful. Start with just one. Start today, and watch what happens. not just in your face, but in your life. Because aging isn't a decline, it's an unfolding. And the best part? You're still becoming. So stay with us, subscribe, share this with someone who needs it. And remember, you don't need to turn back time. You just need to turn toward yourself. That's where the glow lives, always has, always will.